Welcome, I'm Kai and I will give you another review about ADS in China. The version I'm using, the latest ADS 4.1, developed by Huawei together with Avatar, Aito and other car OEMs. Today we want to drive to Wanda. Wanda is a famous shopping center in China. He will give me several options. I choose this one, which is not too far away. We can click already the parking lot. For example, in B2, he will show me all the parkings available. I choose one which is close to the elevator I want to be, and then click start. 3 options. I just use the standard option and we are good to go. Howda. This review shouldn't be a typical review where you count the interaction or how many times he will abort. This time is how the car is really driving in China. And we already see the starting here on a countryside road. It's not perfect, okay, because it's not a public road and therefore he cannot recognize it. Important is how relaxed the driving will be. Now we are going back to the main road and then the system will feel extremely comfortable. Once on the back road, everything is fine. We see here on the left, I'm not sure if you see it, but there is a very, it's not visible clearly because of the barrier. Therefore he drives slowly. It's okay, as said, we are coming from a private way and therefore this one has limitation. We will go to a highway. The first action will be a toll gate and he will drive through the toll gate as well. Again, in China you can turn right when the traffic light is red, so everything is as it should be. Now assume I have nothing to do in the car. What I should do? Yeah, I can simply watch some movies. Okay, easy going. Then I choose whatever, mate, the big shots. Can adjust and so on. I don't have to worry about the toll gate. He will make it. Okay. So I can relax, watch movie. I can do other things. For example, I have connected my mobile and then I go to the mobile screen. Here it's my mobile. Everything I have on the mobile is also here available. Let's take an example. I go to Pedal Clip, that's the Huawei software for movie editing, very powerful. I choose a new one, right? Choose one of my past one. Let's see which one is suitable. Maybe this one, right? And then I can already start importing it. Yes, for sure I can watch it. That's very simple. Listen to it.
It's the 6th of February and we have wonderful weather.
I can do all these actions like I would be able on a professional hardware. I can split the video, I can adjust the speed, I can add picture-in-picture, I can add effects, for example.
It's a nice way to walk.
And like this I can work. I can use LEDs where I want to put the LEDs.
It's a nice way to walk.
Everything simple. And as you can see, I can relax during the driving. Yes, I'm fully aware about the street and we have here a co-driver who is also paying attention that nothing is happening. But that's the way we will act in future. The road today is not too busy. We are driving 109 on this highway and good to go. Right. So like this I can do everything I want to do. I can go to the internet, for example, if I want to see the news, for example. Or here the Avatar, Unreal 06T with the next Huawei next generation car. I love this car, Avatar 06T which will be on the market next month in March 2026, because all the technology is combined inside, and that's what I like. It's the Huawei system with the latest LiDAR. My LiDAR has 96 lines split. The next generation has 192 lines, which is already much, much better. But this car will have the latest one with 520 lines. And as more lines you have, as more accuracy you have, as more detection you have. If there is a small box on the road, the LiDAR will detect it. Certainly every ADS is working with cameras. Cameras is the main feature added by LiDARs, by radars, by ultrasonic for nearby. And there's also one sensor by Huawei, the Limera. But Limera is an entry sensor. Limera is a camera and the LiDAR combined in one frame. So very, very compact. You're able to install it behind the windshields, whereas classical LiDARs you have to install outside the windshield because of deflection, nevertheless. But in this car, what I like is the 3-engine arrangement. You have to know that in future, the differentiation, the future will be battery electric vehicles, okay? No doubt, electric vehicles, let's call it like this. There is no doubt anymore, zero doubts. I know there are still some discussions, but at the end this race is done. What is unclear yet is about the battery. Is it a big battery, a small battery plus range extender? There's those two options. If you have a range extender, will it be powered by hydrogen, methanol, classical fuel, by diesel, or just by water? Who knows in long future? So there's some uncertainty about the power storage, but the rest of the car is full electrical. And this car now is introducing the 3-motor version. There are others already introduced, this one including Tesla, but they're in a different system nevertheless. In Tesla, they put 2 engines together for the rear axle. So yes, it's 3 axles, 3, but they're acting like 2. For Avatar, they have separate for right wheel and left wheel, near wheel, not in wheel, and they have a front for the front axle. Now, why is this remarkable? Because with this one, you get a horsepower of 950 PS horsepower. You get you can easily drive very narrow radius. If you want to make a U-turn, no problem. It can do it basically standing still. And you get far more comfort during driving, because each engine has separate drive units or drive software. Let's call it like this. So when the road is uneven, you can easily within milliseconds adjust the speed of the different engine. Like this, it's the comfort during driving is far more comfortable. Another one is you have anti-blocking system, ABS, right? In the classical system. With this one, if you have a slippery road, you just use it away. It's inside. Avatar itself has always range extender. And range extender is, as I said, the future. The customer can decide, do you want to have long range or do you want to have maximum green? And if you're living in a city like I'm living here in Shanghai, the government is supporting you to take 100% green cars, because only then you can have all the benefits. But the range extender is a good option. It's an option for countries which are not that developed. It's an option for people who don't have home charging. It's an option for people living in the north, in the cold areas, in the low population areas, Australia, deserts, and so on. So there is a huge market for smaller batteries plus range extender, but there's also a huge market for pure electrical car. And Avatar has done this from the very beginning. and therefore every car you can buy, I can decide what I want. This one is a full electrical car with a range of 500 kilometers. Now we come to the next toll gate. We will exit the toll gate. Again, he will drive through. I don't have to worry, as you see. Sometimes I'm just touching, but it's not necessary. Okay, so Avatar is going this way. And unfortunately, and now I'm criticizing the Western OEMs, no Western OEM take range extender really serious. And that is stupid. And that is, of course, the reason why they also will lose a lot of market share. Because a Chinese car, once developed, both versions, can be sold everywhere in the world, okay? And electrical car has hundreds of advantages. Yes, it's greener, but it's also quieter. It is suitable for ADS. ICE car, you will not find any level 3 ICE car except Waymo with the first generation, but the second generation already passed, because there are too many disadvantages. You will not have the accuracy which is required. Okay, I should not forget about ADS. So the car is driving, yes, it's navigating. As said, sometimes I touch the steering wheel because it's needed, and I'm good to go. If I'm hungry, sure. My kids left some chocolate here in the car, so I can just enjoy. Okay, what else you can do? I said you can connect a computer, especially you have a Huawei computer, then you can control everything. Microsoft Office, your ERP software, you can make video calls, everything during driving. Okay, there are some native WhatsApp, or there's the remote via mobile WhatsApp. You have the email. You can connect, of course, easily a Bluetooth keyboard if you want. I'm not using this one because the onboard keyboard is not too bad to write messages and to check what's going on in this world. Right? And as in mobile, you can make this device searching, for example. I think I have it also here. App, find device. Right. I mean, it's a gimmick, but at least if you give your kids a watch, you can check where your kids are at the moment, right, and then get directly connected, and so on. I don't want to show this one. Yeah, reader, of course, or even better, you may have your audiobooks. You have translator for software. You have, I unfortunately have the previous version, but the latest version, the AI assistant, it's amazing. Okay, I have to tell you, it's really, really, really amazing, this AI assistant. So, and then of course you can directly talk to the car. We merged to this line. He doesn't like yet my car. I call him because Black Panda. But my car cannot really recognize the temporary roads. Or let's be more precise, he can recognize the temporary roads, but he doesn't really take the risk to go on them. Right. So there are three straight line. One of them is changing during daytime, so he chose the safe way. Now it's a little bit more critical here. Big crossing, a slow car in front of us, car coming from the back. He's changing the lane, he's passing by. If this car would move to my lane, he would make the horn, right, remind them, or he would slow down or would give more space, depending on the left side. The car has 3 LiDARs. The latest software has 4 LiDARs, so it's the next generation. I still have this 2-year-old car. And I think it's remarkable because ADS started 2.5 years ago. 2.5 years ago, you can call ADS started seriously, basically with this car. And that's the level we have right now. And combined with faster hardware, combined with better sensors, combined with far better infrastructure, because every traffic light here is sending the time it needs, right, for example. And with the time, you can make the route planning. Should I first turn left and then right, or should I turn left in a later stage, because based on the traffic flow. So the infrastructure also gives a lot of information. And based on my knowledge, Hangzhou is the one developed furthest in the entire city. Okay, every city in China has already 5G infrastructure that is of course standard, but in Hangzhou you go to the next level, which is also that in Hangzhou you have the first level 3 private cars driving from Zika, Chile. Anyway, so we can here of course follow the way. As I choose highway, and then I choose a little bit more challenging way. It will not change anything. Let's talk about what we expect for the future. I don't expect 100% self-driving, level 4 and level 5 anyways at the moment, next 5 to 10 years, impossible. Level 5 means you don't have any control center anymore. Level 4 is you have no steering wheel, but you have a control center who can help you. Okay, so that's the difference. And this level 5 without control center probably will not even exist in the future. I don't know. I have my doubts. Everybody can have his own doubts. But a level 4 plus with a control center, no steering wheel, self-driving, no driver, that is coming already next year, I guess. There will be the first really commercial available systems beside robotaxi. So it's a fast evolution, and you will come there. Back to the expectation. I'm happy if my driving is made easier for 80% of the cases. And this one definitely is within the 80%, right? Because I can relax, I can look outside. Oh, who's that? Wow, I know this person. I have easy life, right? I don't expect 100%. There will be snowy roads, and there will be a situation with road diversion. Here we have a very interesting case, how he will merge inside. Of course, he managed it well. So, and this 100% will not come, and it's not what I want. I'm happy 80% is much better, right? Like air condition. I'm not using air condition 100%, but only in summer. But to have it makes my life easier. Because I mentioned about robotaxi, one of my lovely topic. There are a lot of folks out there, probably you belong to them, who believe robotaxi will change the way of mobility of urban transportation. No way. A robotaxi is basically a robot's taxi. So robot, the name, imagine you have a taxi driver called Robot, so it's robot's taxi. And a robotaxi is robot taxis owner without robot. Complicated said. But a taxi, a Didi and a robotaxi, they are 100% same, except there is no driver in one and the other one has a driver. This has advantages and disadvantages. Advantage of a robotaxi, it is theoretically more cheap. Only a tiny little bit, because you have overhead, you have the control, you have the maintenance, you have the idle driving for cleaning, and so on. So it will only tiny little bit cheaper, but cheaper. And then you have Robot's taxi, Robot as a driver who's helping you, who's helping the elderly to open the door, to wait if you have to jump into Family Mart and make sure there is no ticket given, and everything related to that. Okay, so therefore this small difference, little bit cheaper, but less service, will not change the world. And imagine now you are Monday morning, rush hour, everybody, and it's raining and everybody want to go to office. Everybody want to have a robot taxi. And then, or a taxi in general, doesn't matter if robot taxi or not. And then you go back, you have Christmas Eve, nobody wants a taxi, right? Because everybody is at their family. We have Spring Festival or currently in China. Everybody is heading back to their hometown. Therefore, Shanghai is pretty simple. Everybody wants to take a robot taxi or taxi, go back home to their hometown, right? All the taxis gone, and if they come back or not, nobody knows. So it will not work. Also, the infrastructure is not made for having 1,000 taxis waiting after a concert. For the audience to drive back. We have sunshine, which is good. I think it's not disturbing the camera, I hope. Nevertheless, that's just an ordinary Friday. Yes, Friday Spring Festival in Shanghai. Now, we are nearly arriving, and I will also show you the parking. As you see, I didn't touch the steering too much, and even I touch it. So what? You see, I can touch it. It doesn't matter. It belongs to normal driving, but I don't have to touch it too frequently. Yes, okay. Wanda shopping center is usually always busy once it opens till late evening, because people will have dinner, people go shopping. A lot of them got their New Year bonus. So it should be rather busy, because it's not lunchtime or dinner time. It's still easy manageable. We see already the parking. I have a lot of options for parking. Okay, this one is the world champion in parking. Anyway, I will just choose you the one practical, because as I said, this movie is to show you the life all of us will enjoy in the near future. Another red traffic light. In this case, he didn't know how long it takes. Everything fine. With the update, he shows 2 traffic lights ahead, because the next one will be turn right. Turn right is always green because you don't have to stop. So therefore, this one will be not indicated. Yes, already here. That's the Wanda complex. I can see it here. They have an IMAX in this cinema, by the way, for people not daily in China. Cinema is affordable. Tickets starts from 30 RMB, probably $4, and then depends on the quality and attractiveness and the movie and so on. It goes up to probably maximum $12. Right? It's affordable. Cinema usually are excellent quality. They are most of the time empty, so you will always get a seat. And the extra, like popcorn, drink, is at a reasonable cost. So life quality in China is good. Everybody who talk about China will confirm this one, and because you have so plenty of choices. And if you live in a big city like Shanghai, Beijing, Guangzhou, Wuhan, Chongqing, Chengdu, and name them, you can go to an international restaurant, right? Native Italian restaurant, native German restaurant, native Mexican restaurant. You have all the options. And delivery service is so convenient. You just call, and then a few minutes later, your dinner will arrive at home. So living quality is high. ADS of the car is another step, because imagine I would be now a newbie, it's just starting driving, or I'm not familiar with the area. Actually, I'm not very familiar with Wanda. I seldom go here. So today I go there. I let the car do it, right? I don't care about which way to go. Now, this was not perfect. As I said, I don't want everything perfect, but he should have changed the lane earlier. But nothing to worry, okay? So it's cherry picking to say, I would have changed the lane earlier. Yes, I would have. But we also have to know that in a busy day, all the road here is full with cars. So for a busy day, he made it correctly, bypass all the waiting cars like we have here. For a non-busy day, he could have changed earlier. That's right. Ito M8 or M9, M8 I guess, it's the same level, has better sensor and is newer, and therefore as always latest is better. Okay, now we will enter here. One car is blocking the way and the other one is overtaking. He should see the flashlights of the car. Yes, he see it, and therefore he will bypass. And now the flashlight is off, so he made the right call and said, okay, it's good to go. Okay, now we have V-shape. We want to go down to the garage. The garage will start with the barrier. Here I have to be careful. No, it's fine. because if the barrier stays open, he might recognize it as there is no barrier, and then the barrier crashed down, and that would be an intervention. We go down. Remember, I have entered the parking, so he will go there and find the parking very close by. I have here a nice option which is only available since a few weeks, which is the parking nearby. Okay, I could intervene now and just bypass, but let the car solve the problem, because that's what I want to show you. And anyway, the parking is full. I can always accelerate, okay? In this case, I said, please don't wait and squeeze your way through. But as I said, I don't need. Yeah, parking nearby. So, and then we come already to the end of the movie. If I click park nearby, then he will cruise for parking and then will use this parking spot as available. Or I go to the target, which I have chosen, right? And then he will search afterwards, right? Now he will leave. I can click park nearby.
Looking for an available spot nearby.
Okay, and now he will just drive. Because person, be careful, absolutely right. There's the middle barrier. Driving, searching, till he finds something. I have other options here like start valid parking. I can click a parking and then let the car drive up to a distance of 15 meters. And I can of course just use cruise as it is. And cruise means he will search the parking. This parking now will be available and I guess he will pick it. I will have the chance to just say, okay, he find the parking and that's it. Or sit inside the car. Today, because of all the cameras, I just stay inside, and then I think we can also end this movie.
Stay alert.
Yes. The parking is working perfectly. Therefore, he has too many sensors. He has the map of the parking. Everything is very simple. Okay.
Stay alert. Avoid contact.
Okay.
Sides are tight. Folding side mirrors.
Guys, that's ADS in China, how it should be. And I hope you will have chance too, wherever you are in China, because that is future car driving. 再见. Bye.